everybody, this is Bonnie from Bonnie's Creative Place, and I am back here with card number 4 from our Sweet Songbird online class, and this is the bundle that we had to buy. And if you'd like more information about my online class, please look in the description box below and go to my blog, and all the information is over there. And also, if you would like, comment, subscribe, I would really appreciate it. It shows your support, and share. So thanks, and let's get started. So this is the card that we are going to make for the last card in this series. And let's get started with all the supplies that we need first. So we have, I'm not going to go worry about the measurements and stuff because all that is in your guys' PDF file. So you need a piece of Whisper White cardstock, and we're just going to score this really good, just like that. Then you need a piece of Pacific Point. You'll get everything in your kit like this when it arrives. And then you need the Pacific Point, and you're just going to go ahead and you can add this piece right to your card. So we'll add this down just like so. Okay, and then we're going to set this aside. So then you have this piece, which is for all our, it's going to go right like this, and that's what we're going to do a bunch of stamping and sponging and stuff on. So let's get started with that piece first. So I'm going to bring in a piece of scrap paper, and I'm going to put this down. In your kit that I sent you, you need the cloud punch, and you have 5 of them. 1 sit aside because you're going to need that for right here for when you're done. But then you have 4 other ones. Now I went ahead and I added some repositionable adhesive to the back of them. Stampin' Up! Does not sell this anymore. Just going to add a little more because I've had these sitting for a while. And I'm just going to place one right about here. And then I'm going to place another one kind of up here and off the page on both sides a little bit. Like that. And then I am going to place one, let's see, let's get some, I'm going to place one, yeah, right about here somewhere like this, and then I'm going to put this one overlapping it just so ever lightly, and so there. So we have this. Now I'm going to be taking the Balmy Blue, and I am going to be taking a sponge dauber. I'm going to put this over here because I'm left-handed. And this, as you could tell when I first did it, you see how dark this cloud is? I was too heavy. I didn't want that. I want it very, very light. It may take a while to get it the lightness that I want it, but I'm going to fast forward through this, but you want to just take your time and make it light, no rush, okay? So you're going to dab on here, you're going to start over here and slowly bring it in. And you're just going to keep doing this off the page. Okay, I think that looks good. I don't want to go any more. I did, as you could tell, I got a little heavy-handed right there. It's okay. It's not going to ruin the card and over here a little tiny bit, but you don't want that all throughout. So then you just are going to go ahead and you're going to remove these. Keep them for the future, or I don't care. But we don't need them anymore, so we can get rid of them. So now we're going to do some stamping. So first thing we're going to stamp is our tree branch. Can't get this off in here. Okay, so we're going to stamp our tree branch, and that is stamped in Early Espresso. Now, if for some reason, I do have my mat now, so let me get my mat. And put this under here. Make sure you're on your mat. If this does not come out good, it's oh no. I touched that. I got a spot right there. Let me see. Sometimes I have this ink that I can get some of it off. Okay, I was able to fix it. It's still there just a tiny bit, but it's going to be okay. Maybe one of my leaves will hide it. But I just used one of these Tombow erasers. It's like a little sander. It says for ink. And it does help a little when you got a little spot like that. So anyways, as I was telling you, if you don't stamp this all the way out, you can use a blend to fill it in a little bit. Because on mine it didn't come out all the way, but I think it had to do with the fact that I didn't have my mat. So we'll find out. So we're going to put this right about here on the card, just like so. It has few little spots there, but I'm okay with that. I'm going to leave it, or actually, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to grab my Early Espresso Stampin' Right marker, and I'm going to attempt to color this in a little bit. Just a tiny bit. It doesn't need to be all colored in. There. And if you don't have this marker, I do think that if you have the blends, the natural skin tone ones that they just came out with, and if you have the SU 100, this would probably work too. So just wanted to let you know. All right. So now we have that. So now we're done with this color, and I'm going to get it out of my way before I end up touching. And I'm going to just wipe my hands off quick, just in case there was some more brown on that I didn't see. And then we're going to grab the Granny Apple Green, and this is for our leaves on our little tree here. And what I did was I took the green stamp here and I stamped it up, and then I stamped off on the paper, and then I came over and I stamped this one just like so, right about here, just like this. This one's down a little bit lower, but it's okay. And then I wanted a little leaf right here, but I didn't want all of the other leaves there. So I ended up taking, I think I took, oh, I didn't take this one. Forgive me. I ended up getting the small, like, wing that they have in here. The small wing. And I ended up putting it on a little block, but I didn't want the whole thing to show. So I ended up kind of going like this with a piece of Post-it note. Then I stamped it up, and I almost stamped right on there. And I stamped it off. There's something on that. There's something on there. There we go. And then I stamped it off. I got ink on the side. Okay. And then I just kind of made a smaller leaf. Like, I didn't make the whole thing. See how I got, let me pick it up so you could see it in the camera better. I see how I got it? Like, so that when I remove this, see how a lot of it's on there? So when I remove this, it looks like a smaller leaf coming out there. And I liked that. So that's how I did that. Okay. You can do that and do it the same way as I did the thing. It's not hard. All right. Now we're going to add the flowers to the card. And that you need Poppy Parade. And there's a little flower. And I just stamped it wherever I wanted to. And so I stamped one right here, 1, and I stamped one here, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I liked lots of flowers. And 7. So there we go. So we got all those flowers. Thing is this is down real far. I'm not sure how much of my little note sign is going to work, but we'll make it. We'll figure it out. So we're going to do that right now. So, oh, I went ahead and I used the Early Espresso again. Oh, don't get ink on me. Let me get this Poppy Parade out of the way. Okay. And I stamped this. Now, it doesn't matter how long it goes down because we can adjust that with our sign that we're going to put over top of it. Just as long as it don't go over it. Or, I guess you don't want it too far down. Okay. And just so they're kind of even, it's kind of hard for me to judge. And if one's a little longer, it's okay. We're going to have our sign there. So that's not going to matter. And that little line came in the kit. So then we're going to take crumb cake. And we have another piece of paper here. I'm going to set this off to the side because we got to do quite a little bit of stamping now. We're going to go ahead and we're going to stamp. Let's stamp the bird's feet. I should have done them in the dark color first. Oh, Lord, Lord, Lord. Let me get this out of the way because we don't need it. I will need that again in a minute. So we're going to do the bird's feet here. And I stamped them in the Early Espresso also. And we're going to bring this back in. Oh, there was something on there and I just smudged it. Oh well. And we're going to stamp the little bird's feet just like that. So cute. All right. So now what we're going to do is we're going to take Pacific Point. We're done with that Early Espresso. We're going to take Pacific Point and we're going to take the big bird and we're going to stamp it up. Make sure you get it good and stamped. Looks good. And then we're going to put him down here kind of like this. Give it a good press. Hold it for a second so that all the ink goes through to the paper. And there we go. And it'll lighten up just like this one as it dries. So don't, it always looks darker because like I said, I just re-inked all my ink pads. Okay, so we don't need the Pacific Point anymore. We can put that back. Now up here on the crumb cake on the same piece of paper, we are going to stamp our sign. And we're going to put that up here because we are going to cut that out. That says, we're going to add it. I'm going to turn it around so I can get it a little closer. We're going to take the basic black and we are going to stamp a little note, a little note of thanks. Okay, we got that in there and that down there. Oh, we still need this piece. We're going to turn this back around and we are going to take the eyes. Now these are the other set of eyes that's in your kit. They're the ones with the little tiny dots and we're going to place them right over, they're so cute, right over around the beak. Okay, I think that's all our stamping. Yay! So let me put all these stamp pads away for now so that way they're out of the way and we have more room on the table. Okay, so we're all done with our stamping. So now we're going to do some punching. Where is my bird punch? Oh, right here. I buried it. Okay, we're going to punch out the bird. So we're going to put that right inside the little, and we have to cut this at an angle. Otherwise it won't fit in there. Okay. There we go. hold it and readjust. It takes a second. For me anyways, it does. Okay, I think I like that. And then we punch it out. Okay, and then we're going to cut out the sign. And the sign is already lightening, and so isn't the bird. Doesn't take long, but they do lighten up. And I'm just going to make sure I got most of this white off from these. Get close enough there. Okay, so now we have our sign. Then in here, you've got a piece of the Pacific Point, and you're going to cut out that like so. And then you need a piece of the Balming Blue, and we're going to punch that out for the belly. Okay. All right. Oh, and we have our orange from the other very third card or second card we did, and you're going to use that piece, and you're going to cut out your beak. So you still have your orange piece from that. Okay. So now let's put this piece together. So we're going to add a little bit of glue to the back of all of this. And we're going to attach this right here on the belly. Okay. And we're going to add a little glue right here where the beak. You know, you could stamp all this and color all this, but I just thought this was cute. Easy. There we go. And then we take a mini dimensional and we add this to the wing. Just like so. And then we're going to just take glue and I add him down flat to the card. Right here. Cute. And then we're going to add our sign. The sign is just going to make it. I should have had this up just a tad bit more, but it's going to work. It'll work for this one anyways, so just don't make the same mistake I did. Add it up a little bit higher. But it works. Okay, and we'll add the cloud on last with the pretty little sequences, so, or gems I should say. So we're going to put this on the back. And that's going to go on here just like so. Okay, let me get this stuff out of the way. There we go. And then I'm going to take some Stampin' Dimensionals and I'm going to put them on the back of this cloud. And then I'm going to put it right here, just like so. Oh, I got on it, but there we go. And then the last thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take these gems that I've gone ahead and I colored with Daffodil Delight, and I'm going to take and I'm going to put these right where the center of all these little flowers are, and it just makes this whole card pop. Ooh. Okay. And that is card number 4. So thanks for stopping by, everybody. Like, comment, subscribe, and thanks. Bye-bye.